Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers. Welcome to the City Show. Pat O Melia here. You there? Hope your Thanksgiving was good. Mine was fine. Bird came out all right. The potatoes came out, turnips, stuffing, everything was good. For that matter, still having Thanksgiving. It's a holiday that just keeps on going. Wish we can get Christmas to do that. Before we start, remember everything on the bottom of the screen. Like us on Facebook, love us on YouTube, subscribe to us, all that. Last week we talked about some parking issues, what the future might be if Kevin Bing is the councilman of Ward C. We forgot one of the pictures. What I did, I went and took photos of the situation today on Hoboken Avenue, down right off 18th and Jersey Avenue, and we got some Google Earth. Now, you look at the Google Earth shots, hopefully that's up right now, there were cars parked along the curb. Now, you look at the shot I recently took, there's a bike lane there now. That parking is gone, so no parking for you. And that is very conceivable if Kevin Bing is to be the victor in the December 7th election. There will be no parking for you. When mom comes home from the grocery store, no parking. When dad's coming home from work, no parking. See, I'm not actually against bike lanes. I'm just against bike lanes that aren't utilized. And you have a picture of the bike lane going up the hill. There's nobody on it. For that matter, every time I see a picture of a bike lane, there's nobody on it. Or maybe one bike. So it's just not utilized enough, in my opinion, for us to have this dedicated bikes. But we're going to talk more about it, because today we're going to talk about the master plan for Jersey City. We do this like every 10 years. We don't abide by it. And we're going to talk about the Christmas contest. It's that time of the year. Christmas is near, so is the contest. So we're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. We're back, City Show here. Pat O Melia. Got my coffee. Actually, it's fairly hot. As I said earlier, the Christmas is near, so is the Christmas contest. And in Jersey City, we will be entering our 20th year of this Christmas contest. I've been doing this thing for 20 years, where we've been crisscrossing the city, looking for the best Christmas decorated homes, and then going out and filming them. Hopefully this year we will have decent weather. It wasn't too bad last year. There was a couple of shaky days, but it wasn't too bad. Hopefully we have decent weather to get all the filming done, and we'll be doing North Bergen and Bayonne again this year. North Bergen will be at their 6th year in the Christmas contest, and Bayonne will be entering in their 5th season of the Best Christmas Decorated Contest. Long way to go with Jersey City with 20 years. And it's amazing how, as I ride around the city, as I'm one of the spotters and one of the guys that do the filming, is see how the city has changed. But it's amazing, the city the size of Jersey City. And I've seen it all over the last 20 years, how we've really started shifting from the two-family homes into the high-rises. And, we'll talk about this in the master plan, where we put like 8, 10-story developments right among two-family homes. But we still have a tremendous inventory of two-family homes in Jersey City, and we're still probably, in my opinion, Jersey City guy here, the best Christmas decorators in the county. Let me give you some helpful hints and give you some time frame. We figure, to give you guys time to decorate your homes, we figure we'll probably start going out on the 9th The whole studio will start concentrating on the Christmas special. I think the only show that'll be in production near Christmas will be this one, the City Show. The rest of them will all go on a hiatus, but it's all hands on board. You know, we got people come in doing Christmas wishes. We'll have streetscapes. And, of course, the homes. We got to give you guys time to decorate it. So I'm thinking we'll probably start on the 9th of December, going out filming and spotting homes and filming. And we'll probably go until around the 15th, 16th. We have to have the show into the networks for Christmas, and Christmas is on a Saturday this year, so everybody will be off Friday. More than likely, most people will be leaving early on Thursday, the 23rd, because Christmas Eve will be the 24th on the Friday. So we probably have to have that show at the network around the 18th and 19th. So you don't have a lot of time to put this special together. You got the people coming in doing Christmas wishes. Again, the entire TV special, which is now countywide, is focused around decorated homes. We got to give you guys time to decorate the homes. And, you know, we got to put the wishes together. We got to get the homes in. We got to edit the homes. We got to put the numbers on them. Then, you know, our editors, and John's doing it this year with help from some of our other guys. It is a lot of work in a very little amount of time. If you guys would decorate your homes like the beginning of November, it would make it so much easier. But that doesn't start. Doesn't start that way. It's not until after Thanksgiving that you guys, the over-the-top decorators who were part of the contest, start decorating. So we got to give you enough time to get this done. So please, don't delay. Get everything decorated. Get it going, because we're going to be out there starting on the 9th. Helpful hints. We do this every year. Little things that'll help you get your home recognized and in the contest. Use color on your homes. I know it's easy, and some people like when it's all white lights. This doesn't work. Christmas is the season of colors, particularly red and green. You can throw some gold in it. You're decorating your house with all white, ain't going to work. Don't cover your address. I don't know how many times I have to say this. You know, we're filming the homes. You know, we're writing these down in our book, and we're talking into our cameras the address, and you can't find the address. Somebody decorated. They put a Christmas wreath or Santa Claus's face over the address. Don't cover your address. It makes it very difficult for us. Decorate your windows. This is one of the biggest problems I see with some great decorated homes. You're all decorated. You're trimmed out. You got something in the front yard. You got this between the windows, and then you have these 4 or 6 windows on the front of your house that are just undecorated black voids, and they just kill the possibility of you being in the contest. Put a candle in it, put those 3 candles, put some simple decoration, but do your windows. Don't overdo it with inflatables. You know, that's a lazy way of throwing a bunch of inflatables in your front yard. Actually, inflatables, I think that's been dying off the last few years. A lot of electronic stuff's been coming in. Turn your lights on at 6 p.m. till midnight. Use a timer. If you're not home, have a timer to put it on. Because we miss your home, we miss your home. Don't have Santa Claus in the nativity scene. You know, if you're going to have Santa and a nativity scene, put them on separate sides of the yard. Don't depend on the spotters and the camera people. Email or tweet us your address. You know, you can tweet us at JC Hudson Media, or you go to the website, Hudson Media, HMGTVshows.com. Send us your address. Don't depend on us or the spotters to find your home. Send it to us. If you know your neighbor's a good decorator, do him a favor. Send it to us. All right, we're going to break for commercial. Then we're coming back with the master plan in Jersey City. We'll be right back.
I've got cancer.
We've got the highest level of cancer care.
The latest clinical trials.
Researchers working to find a cure.
And nurse navigators to guide you every step of the way.
At New Jersey's only NCI-designated Comprehensive Cancer Center, your safety has always been our top priority.
I've got cancer, but I also have peace of mind.
Jersey City Medical Center and Rutgers Cancer Institute of New Jersey. Let's beat cancer together.
Rapid acceleration, reactive handling, 300-mile range. You control how it feels and how it sounds. It knows you. It dials into your preferred settings. It has an array of driver assist technology. Cameras and sensors enhance your awareness and provide you with additional control. But it's more than cutting-edge technology. It's the spirit of it. It's a Mustang.
We're back. City Show here. Pat here. You there? We do the show because you're concerned. We want to entertain you, educate you, inform you a little bit. For that matter, got to have my coffee. I'm getting a new coffee pot in the North Bergen studio. I'm shooting in the Seaside studio because I have doctor's appointments on my normal shoot day. I have one in the morning with Dr. Mayella. Then I got one with Dr. Sonati up at the Hudson Eye Clinic up on Pavonia. So I'm very busy on my normal shoot day. We have a new master plan that's coming into effect in Jersey City. We do this like every 10 years. We go through all the machinations of doing the master plan. And then we very seldom do we adhere to it. It's not binding. It's not enforceable. It's not, a legal document. But it is a reference for the zoning people. And probably the main thing it's going to address is R1 zoning. Yeah, R1 zoning in Jersey City, I understand, comprises about 30% of the real estate in Jersey City. But it makes up to like 50 or 60% of the zoning issues in Jersey City. So they're going to address that. And how they're going to address that is with what they're calling a smaller area vision plan. Not having like one city only adhering to the R1, each part of the city will be viewed on its own. Each section of the city will be a section onto itself. When it's not going to have the whole height. They're actually talking about a lower height in the west side. They're not going to just throw everything under R1. And one of the main things they're going to try to address here with this new smaller area vision plan is what happened with the R1 zoning. Where, the R1s, when somebody bought a home, they knocked it down. And in a lot of cases, they didn't bother to tell the city they were building a 3-family. There was a lot of lawlessness. We were out of control, put it that way. And where a home was knocked down, a 1-family, it was replaced by what should have been a 2-family. But in a lot of cases, that 2-family became a 3 or a 4-family with a little studio apartment in there. And we know nothing was ever done to do anything about it. They were referred to as bonus apartments in real estate advertising. It would actually say, there's a bonus apartment in here. How do you have a bonus apartment? We know them as illegal apartments. And we know nothing was ever done about them. Nothing was ever done to prevent them. No matter how much yelling and screaming from the civic associations of people like myself saying, listen, this is a 3 or 4 family on the block. Nothing is ever done. So now we're going to try to address it. Somehow those bonus apartments and illegal apartments slip past these zoning inspectors. How? It didn't slip past the people in the neighborhood, but it would slip by the zoning inspectors repeatedly, time and time and time and time again. How many developments on your block? How many houses were knocked down and the cookie cutter, as I refer to them, or the Bayonne box homes replaced it, and you've seen it. You've seen the garage going in. It'd be like a studio behind the garage opening. Come on. Then, there would be, 4 electric and gas meters on a 2-family house. What I got 4 in there for? Well, we like to have the hallway on a separate bill. I don't know who's paying the hallway if you have a separate meter for that. No, there was no separate meter for the hallway. It was for the illegal apartments. But we all knew that, and no matter how much you complained about it. And listen, I was complaining from the days on my radio days about this. Nothing was done. It's not something with the Fulop administration. This went on from Fulop to Healy to Smith to Cunningham. I've been doing this since the 90s, since Schindler. And this same thing has been going on. Illegal driveways, same thing. Is there an illegal apartment in there? Well, you got 8 garbage cans for a 2-family house out there. It seems like a lot. The driveway cut. We lost a parking spot in the neighborhood lottery of finding a parking spot. And then that 2-family house would have like 8 or 9 cars associated with it because it wasn't really a 2-family. You'd see like a herd of kids heading out in the morning to go to school. There's a lot of kids in that 2-family over there because it wasn't. The new master plan is going to address knocking down the older homes here and the homes without driveway cuts and being replaced with the cookie cutters that don't fit the block. But, there's always an issue of what fits the block and what doesn't fit the block. It's not unusual in Jersey City, but it's happening as we speak. There's like 8-story buildings being built surrounded by 2-family homes. And it happens all the time. It doesn't fit the neighborhood. What this new zoning is going to do is try to keep the character of the neighborhoods, have construction and buildings that are going to be constructed there fit the character of the neighborhood. There's pros and cons, and one of the cons right off the bat with this new zoning is going to be property values. Somebody's not going to pay $700,000 to knock down a house so they can flip it for a new house there for $1.25 or $1.5 million. That's going to change because the city is going to crack down on that. And this will all be done with the word of density. We keep building, we need density. We'll be talking about density more. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center has a passion for heart health. We're Hudson County's only full-service heart hospital with innovative technologies and premier cardiovascular physicians, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. Jersey City Medical Center.
Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights, your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments, carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants, all major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712. We're back. City Show here. Pat O Melia, you there? Now, the master plan addresses a multitude of things in Jersey City. One of the things they're going to address is the balance between residents and developers. And that's always been an issue. And I hate it when we keep calling somebody who's building a 2-family home a developer. Well, when you talk of developers, I'm thinking like, LaFrac and Matt Calley and Joe Panapinto Properties. Those are developers. People are doing massive projects. Not, that's a person building a 2-family home. But, I really believe a lot of the cookie cutters and those Bayonne boxes, they're all part of a much larger conglomerate of developers, smaller developers. Of course, they're buying up homes left and right. Homes in Jersey City, they're turning down $700,000. You look at the home and say, nice home, but $700,000? That's because they can knock it down and build something far more valuable on that spot, along with a driveway. One of the things I hope this new zoning addresses is there wasn't a driveway there before. There shouldn't be one now. But, you also got to balance that with property rights. The new master plan is going to emphasize a lot of park space. Now, park space is nice. Nobody has a problem with park space. I'm from the Heights. We have a lot of park space. The idea of the parks, the increase in park space is for any resident of Jersey City to be able to walk to a park within 10 minutes. And whoever did this study here, turns out we have like 95% of the residents of Jersey City can walk to a park within 10 minutes. Yeah, Jersey, I'm speaking probably for myself. We were never big park people, Jersey City. We went to the park. I hang out and go to a picnic in the park or just hang out, sit in the park. That was never me. I went to the park. We were playing ball, football, softball, baseball, whatever we were playing. And I've said this again, going back to the days with Shunla, because parks were like a bribe in Jersey City. A developer would want some density, zoning changes or variances, whatever it was. But the magic word is density. They would always, he'll build a park. Now we talk about building schools. He'll build us a park somewhere. In Jersey City, again, I'm a Heights guy. When I got married and moved to the Heights, I was down in Dog Patch before that on St. Paul's and West Side Avenue down by the Hackensack River. And in the Heights, we had a lot of parks. There was never anybody waiting. You never see anybody, and I said this back in the radio days, there's nobody waiting around with a picnic basket outside the park waiting to get in. There was always room in the parks. You rode by or gone into any Jersey City park, there was always room on the benches there. Like I said, in the Heights, we have a lot of parks. It's not going to take you 10 minutes to reach a park in the Heights. We got Persian Field, we got Mosquito Park, Leonard Gordon Park, Washington Park, Riverview, Reservoir 3, But there was a time I guess in Jersey City, when it was a holiday, you went to the parks. Because years ago, I was converting a bunch of 8mm film of my family in the old days. And it seems that on holidays, everybody would get dressed up and they would go to Lincoln Park. I don't know why. They just roam around Lincoln Park. You'd see them driving their cars, their 56 Oldsmobile. You'd see the Skyway in the background. And whatever the reason was in the old days, you got dressed up and went to the park. But now, Jersey City people, maybe we don't enjoy our recreation time as much or our passive time as much. Maybe that's the change that's coming. But as I said, it was never like crowded park where, oh man, there's 1,000 people in that park. Never was the case. But I have no problem with more park space. The only problem with more park space is, first off, it takes from the ratables. Has to be maintained. You have to hire people. There's costs associated with all, park space. But I really don't have a problem with it. Like I said, I've been covering the city since the 90s, going back in the radio days, and parks were always an issue. The master plan is also, here's one of my real bugaboos here. The master plan is also going to focus on transportation in Jersey City. What it's going to focus extensively on, in my opinion, is non-automobile transportation. The city planners in their ideology are anti-cars. And I'm sure these city planners, whoever's coming up with this plan, I'm positive it isn't born and raised Jersey City people, they're probably moved here from New York. And they've come to Jersey City, and they're trying to create some Shangri-La in their mind, what it would be. And these are probably the same people who escaped New York and moved to Jersey City, and for whatever reason are trying to replicate what they escaped from in New York here in Jersey City. Again, it's the problem of cars. Jersey City people, about 70%, as I understand it, of the people in Jersey City have a car. That's a hell of a, majority of a constituency that have cars. We've always been cars, but people are trying to force us out of our cars. They're trying to force our way of life, trying to force a change on us, and I find that to be wrong. If you can have a car, you can afford a car, you should have a car. Simple as that. All right, we're going to break for commercial. We'll pick up on this on the flip side. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Jersey City Medical Center is healing, enhancing, and investing in Hudson County because your heart doesn't beat just for you. So get it checked. When your bones are healthy, it lifts us all. We're delivering joy daily in our Lord Abbott Maternity Wing and providing New Jersey's only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center. We'll continue building our medical network and taking every precaution for your safety so that we can all be healthy together.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
We're back. City Show here. Let's pick it up. In this master plan, where they're going to try to de-emphasize the automobile in Jersey City, which isn't going to happen, they're going to emphasize bike lane. I don't have a problem with bike lanes. I have a problem with bike lanes squeezing the street, a mode of transportation that just isn't a practical mode of transportation 24/7, 365. I've gone through this before. You're not riding a damn bike when it's raining. You're not riding when it's snowing. When there's snow and ice on the ground, you're not riding a bike. If it's super cold outside, you're not riding a bike. If it's super hot outside, you're not riding a bike going to work because you're going to have city bikes stink on you. And then there was a conversation on Twitter, well, yeah, I could ride in my winter coat. Hey, you can do a winter coat and a chain. It's just not a practical mode. And what I'm going to start doing, I got a GoPro camera. You'll see it on the screen. And I'm going to mount that on the dashboard of my car as I'm riding around Jersey City, because I did 2 trips down to City Hall recently, and I've seen like 2 or 3 bikes, the whole round trip. There just isn't enough bike activity here to justify the bike lanes. And then, listen, I got nothing against bikes. I rode bikes when I was a kid. I was a biker. But this is squeezing the roads, and I just don't get the need for it. You know, my friends and I must have been exceptional cyclists in our youth, because we rode all around Jersey City. We didn't have bike lanes. We made it home every night. You know, it's amazing. The master plan is going to focus on pedestrian safety. Nobody has a problem with pedestrian safety, but it kind of is a two-way street. Want to be safe? Don't be in the street. That's why we have these sidewalks and crosswalks and stuff like that. You know, everybody's in favor of pedestrian safety. Again, my friends and I must have been exceptional at crossing the streets. You know what? We were so exceptional at crossing streets that our school put us in charge of crossing other people. We were patrol boys. And there was a time I crossed other kids. Today, we have adults doing that. I was like 10. I had a white belt and a silver badge, and so did my buddies. And we crossed people, kids at school. We cross them in the street, and once they got across the street, they're on their own. You know, that's like it now. We got people crossing you, and when you get a block away, you're on your own. But we did it. We were very exceptional children. Far more than we were able to do the jobs of adults and cops now. Yeah, and it wasn't hard. You know, we looked both ways. We crossed at the green, not in between. Like when green do. We walked across the street. That was it. It was simple. You cross at the green. You look both ways. Then we crossed. You know, Mom wasn't with us. Now, again, it's a different generation. It's a different time. But Mom didn't drive us to school. We didn't have school buses. We actually all walked to school. And we made it home because we observed that. There was even a song. Let's put the lyrics up. Maybe we could have an audio version of this here. There was a song. It worked. We made it home every day. It was don't cross in the middle of the block. Keep your eyes to look out. Keep your ears to hear. That was the whole song. And it worked. We all managed to cross the street every day. As kids, again. You know, my buddies and I went to school. We walked together. There was no mom and dad with us. We did it on our own. How? We looked both ways. We crossed at the green, not in between. People talk, well, it's not safe. It was safe. But, you know, there's a whole different mentality now. Maybe it's, you know, people have grown up, they had the crossing guard all the time. The cops are crossing, and they have to be protected. They need government to protect us all the time. Instead of just learning the rules, you know, how to live in a city. Like I said, look both ways. Cross at the green, not in between. You got the song. You know, they mentioned in the master plan, the new one, 139, Route 139. You know, actually, it was all redone. We just redeveloped Route 139. It was all revitalized, refurbished, whatever you want to call it, upgraded. And it's a lot easier to cross than it was in the old days. Actually, there were actual sidewalks on the northern side of 139. And I never really seen anybody walking on the northern side. We'd walk along, you know, where Mr. S, well, it's not Mr. S anymore, Firestone, the gas station, there's a 7-Eleven now instead of the Getty. But there used to be a hamburger place there. We'd all walk along there, and all of us, you know, would walk along, going to high school, going to Dickinson, and probably on the average day, there's probably thousands of crossing of kids going to school. And every day we made it. Every day we looked both ways. So, you know, the master plan, you know, we're running out of time. They're talking about rapid bus transit. Where are you going to hit rapid bus transit in Jersey City? We have no buses in Jersey City. Where are you getting? Who's paying for that? That's something I'll have to pick up on the next show because we're out of time. Thank you for watching. You be good. You be safe. Don't forget, get decorating, people. I'll talk to you later. Good night.
Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Don't cross the street in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle, in the middle of the block. Teach your eyes to look up. Teach